The topic of this video is Socratic Seminars. The essential question is, how can a Socratic seminar help us come to a new understanding about a text? The first thing we need to do is define what a Socratic seminar is. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to so that you can copy down this definition, but then I want you to add to your notes that it's essentially a discussion that's going to help us come to a new understanding about a text. The name Socratic Seminar comes from the classical Greek philosopher Socrates. He was the one who developed the theory of knowledge, and from him we get this idea of the dialectic. That's the practice of examining ideas or even opinions to see if they're valid using a question and answer method. There are 4 components to a Socratic seminar. The first component is the text. The text can be any length and it can come from any subject or background. The second component is the question. We will have an interpretive or global question to start every seminar, and then as we try to answer that question, you're going to see that lots of other questions come up as well. The third component is the leader. This is going to be one of you who is sitting in on the seminar, and you're going to keep the discussion going and focused on the text. And the last component of a Socratic seminar is the actual participants. You're going to be the ones who are sitting in on the discussion. You will have already studied the text. You'll be sharing out your ideas and questions, and of course responding to each other. There are 3 parts to a Socratic seminar. The first part is reading and understanding. It should go without saying that you will need to read the text carefully. Be familiar with the main idea of every paragraph. The charting the text strategy that we just learned, where you keep track of what the author is saying and doing in every paragraph, would be a great way to prepare for a Socratic seminar. If there are words that you are unfamiliar with, circle them and see if you can look them up prior to the seminar so that you don't have to ask about them during the seminar. Also, make sure that you're able to summarize major points and that you're familiar with important details from the text. And then finally, to get ready for the actual Socratic seminar, make sure that you've come up with 2 to 5 questions that are based on the text itself. These need to be interpretive or global questions. The second part of a Socratic seminar is the seminar itself. During the seminar, you'll be listening, taking notes, you'll be speaking, and hopefully talking to everybody within the discussion circle. Make sure that you focus in on the discussion and that you refer to the text whenever you can. It's okay to ask questions during the discussion that will help you improve your understanding of the text. Also, you'll need to respond to the questions that other students ask and make sure that you're giving other students a chance to respond as well and not just dominating the discussion. Finally, the last thing, it's really important that you complete the discussion about the text first before moving on to discuss opinions. The third part of a Socratic seminar is the culmination. This is when we would debrief the topic as well as the process. And finally, here are some ground rules for our Socratic seminars. During the seminar, it's okay to criticize ideas in a respectful way, but never to criticize people. During the seminar, you'll be giving opinions and make sure that you support them with reasons and/or examples whenever possible. During the seminar, you'll also be asking some clarification questions about what you've read, what you've heard, what you've seen. Make sure that you're always focused on the text. And as you enter the seminar and while you're participating in it, make sure that you have an open mind and make sure that you're willing to change your opinions based on the discussion and based on the new information that you're sharing with each other. During the seminar, you don't need to raise hands like you normally would in the classroom. You can jump in and just have what seems like a natural conversation or discussion. Just make sure that you're not interrupting people. And when you're in the seminar, you need to participate and ask questions or try to answer them. The last thing that I want to say, and I want you to add this to your notes, please, is that a Socratic seminar is a discussion. It's a dialogue, not a debate. You're not going to be arguing with each other. There's not going to be a winning side and a losing side. If anything, Everyone that participates in the seminar is going to be a winner because we're all going to walk away with a new shared understanding of the text.